Y'all, Moniece Slaughter just did what no one thought she'd durand, let's just say. Chrisean rocks dirty parenting secrets. They're no longer safe. In a live session that had Instagram shaking and Twitter in flames.
Look how you got your baby. Baby looks nothing like me. Baby looks zero like me. Nobody gives a. You're outside of my house. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
You know why I'm here.
That baby looks nothing like me. Bye. Bye.
Moniece exposed. The darkest truth behind Chrisean's motherhood journey. And trust us, this ain't about blueface anymore. According to Moniece, Chrisean has been using her son Junior as a brand prop to gain sympathy, lock in sponsorships, and secure camera time on Zeus and beyond. She even alleged that Chrisean never intended to be a full-time mom, claiming, "She once said, 'This baby gone saved my career.'" Let that sink in. But Moniece didn't stop there. She dropped DM screenshots, audio receipts, and even revealed private conversations with Chrisean's old friends and team members who claim Chrisean staged emotional breakdowns just to trend on baby.
You're a goof who drank your baby to
Look, here we go. It's a dumb
who drank your baby to the blood.
Make me mad.
The things they said, I just ruined Chrisean forever. Stick around because in this video, we're unpacking all of Moniece's claims. The reactions, the secret footage, and the one comment that made Chrisean clap back with fists ready. This is messy. Before we dive into the bombs Moniece just dropped, let's rewind the tape and understand how we even got here, because trust us, this drama's been brewing for longer than anyone realized. And once you hear the backstory, everything will start to make twisted sense. Let's start with Moniece Slaughter. She's no stranger to industry chaos. A love and hip-hop OG, Moniece has built a career off keeping receipts, blowing up facades, and dragging folks into the spotlight when they least expect it. She's known for calling out toxic behavior, especially when it involves fake parenting for clout. And when it comes to Chrisean rock, baby Moniece's radar has been on high alert ever since Chrisean first announced her pregnancy on that infamous IG Live with blueface stares flowing, mascara dripping, and fans instantly divided. From the jump, Moniece was suspicious. She tweeted months ago, "It's always a red flag when someone more excited about a baby for Instagram than for real life. Just watch." And watch she did. Moniece allegedly reached out to people in Chrisean's inner circle hairstylists, security guards, a former assistant. Tan slowly started building a timeline of disturbing behavior, piecing together moments where Chrisean prioritized content over care. Let's not forget, Chrisean rock has always been a viral magnet. From bloody brawls on camera to chaotic streams with blueface, she turned every personal tragedy into a brand moment. So when she got pregnant, fans assumed this would be her big redemption arc. And for a minute, it looked that way. Baby showers, nursery setups, heartfelt clips of her praying for her son. But behind the scenes, things were falling apart. According to Moniece, so-called vulnerable Chrisean was rehearsing scenes, asking makeup artists to make her look stressed but cute, and allegedly repeating takes of emotional breakdowns for better camera angles. Even worse, Moniece says she spoke with an old Zeus camera operator who claimed Chrisean once refused to stop filming during a real medical emergency, with Junior shouting, "This might be the moment that saves the show." Let that sink in. But why would Moniece, of all people, speak out now? Well, the turning point came when Chrisean posted a now-deleted video of Junior during a live stream, where fans noticed the child looked numb, dazed, and disconnected. Comments blew up. People started asking, is he okay? Does he need help? And then came the whispers, where's CPs? Moniece, who's battled the court system herself for custody and mental health allegations, felt triggered and enraged. In her words, "I lost years of my life fighting for my son. I went to therapy, I worked on myself, and I never used my child to get likes. So watching this, I couldn't stay quiet." And that's when she dropped the bombshell live. The one that would shake not just Chrisean's fan base, but the entire hip-hop community. But before we reveal exactly what she said in that live, and what receipts she brought to back it all up, you need to know, Moniece says this is just the beginning. She claims there's a Dropbox folder full of clips, texts, and footage that would make your soul weep. And when fans asked why, she didn't post it all at once. She smirked, paused, and said, "Because I want her to deny it first." Chilling when Moniece hit that go live button on Instagram. Even she didn't realize how many people were about to tune in. Over 43,000. People flooded the stream in the first 5 minutes. And before the 10-minute mark, her comment section was full of blue hearts, broken heart emojis, and people begging to know what she had to say about Christian rock. And then she said it in her own words. "I've stayed quiet for too long. But after what I saw this week, after that live where Junior looked like he was screaming without sound, nah, I'm done. Chrisean, you used that baby. And you know you did." The entire internet paused. People scrambled to record the stream, and Moniece didn't flinch. She scrolled her phone and pulled up her first piece of evidence, a voice note allegedly sent by Chrisean to a friend, where Chrisean can be heard saying, "If this little boy don't calm down while I'm on set, I'm gonna put him in the closet. I don't care. I got a brand deal to finish." You could hear the chat gasp. Hearts stopped. Even Moniece had to pause and breathe, but she wasn't done. She then shared screenshots of a text convo between Chrisean and someone named Tiara M., allegedly a Zeus staffer. In the messages, Chrisean wrote, "Don't post that crying clip, it'll mess up the vibe of the episode. Just send it to me, I can use it on my TikTok." Again allegedly. But the timestamps, the tone, and the urgency, they felt real, and the audience, they ate it up. Moniece explained that she received all this from multiple insiders who were tired of the lies, tired of the baby being a pawn, and tired of Chrisean pretending this was about healing. She then went deeper. According to Moniece, Chrisean had been pitching a spin-off reality series months before Junior was even born. A show based entirely around her journey into motherhood. And here's the kicker. That pitch deck, allegedly called Built from Pain, the Chrisean Rock Motherhood Project. Y'all, she had a working title, episode list, and concept descriptions ready before the baby's heartbeat was even confirmed. One source Moniece quoted said, "Chrisean knew that a baby meant guaranteed emotional content. That's why she kept saying, 'This is my redemption arc.' But behind closed doors, she didn't want to change. She just wanted to rebrand." The stream's energy grew darker. The mood shifted. People began flooding the chat with, "Poor baby. This is turning into a Black Mirror episode. Where's CPSFR?" But the real twist came 30 minutes in when Moniece leaned in and said, "There's one more thing. And y'all are not ready for this." She opened her phone again and played another voice note. This time, it was clearly Chrisean's voice. "Kay?" And she was laughing and saying, "Watch how I get folks emotional. I'ma cry on live with the baby in my arms and say, I feel alone. These dumb asterisk fans gone, eat it up. Boom instant, viral. Then I can drop my music right after. Watch, y'all." People lost their minds. Manipulating motherhood became the trending phrase on X, formerly Twitter. Within 20 minutes, clips from Moniece's live were posted by major gossip blogs, including at Veni Berhudia, at its on-site, and even academics on TikTok. It wasn't just about Chrisean anymore. This was about every influencer who used trauma to stay trending and within 2 hours, hashtag ChrisEan exposed was trending. No, one in the US. And the backlash was spinning faster than anyone expected. Screenshots from her live went viral. Twitter threads popped up analyzing everything, timestamps, background noise, Alleged voices even passed clips where Chrisean mentioned Mexico. People were doing digital forensics like their lives depended on it. One thread titled, "Everything You Missed About the Mexico Incident and Why It Might Involve CPs," garnered 6.2 million views in under 6 hours. And then, the unthinkable happened. A former Zeus crew member, under the alias at RealT Technician, posted anonymously on Reddit and spilled even more tea. "We filmed with Chrisean during a retreat in Mexico. She was emotional, distant, but also partying nonstop. I can confirm that on one night she left the villa around midnight tanned. The baby wasn't with any assigned nanny. We had to pause production and search. WAIT. What?" The anonymous poster went on to say when we confronted her. She laughed it off and said, "He'll be fine." That's when we knew something was off. But Zeus didn't want to ruin the storyline, so they buried it. Fans were furious. People began tagging CPS, calling for a new investigation, and asking Zeus for answers. #CancelZeus started trending, and some fans even demanded a public statement from Chrisean's manager, Whack 100, who until now had been silent. And then came the twist. No one saw coming. Amid all this outrage, Summer Walker randomly jumped into the mixed dots. She took to her Instagram stories, posting a black screen with white text that read, "Y'all fake care about that baby. She's hurting and trying her best. You never helped her when she was down, so stop acting now." Fans were split. Some were shocked. Others were mad confused. Summer's name began trending alongside Chrisean's. People were furious that she defended her after everything Moniece had allegedly exposed. But Summer didn't stop there. She went live the next morning and said, "We all been manipulated by pain. Some of y'all never been poor, pregnant, and abandoned. Chrisean ain't perfect, but she's not the monster y'all painting her to be." That's when things took another sharp turn. Because during Summer's live, Moniece jumped into the comments and typed, "Since you know so much, why don't you explain what happened at the hotel? You were there." Viewers screamed, "Wait, Summer was at the hotel during the alleged Mexico incident? What?" Within minutes, screen recordings of Moniece's comment were posted on every gossip page. YouTube channels did instant reaction breakdowns. TikTokers started reenacting the scenario with dramatic background music. It was giving soap opera meets real-life horror. Then boomin', other leak. A supposed voice memo between Chrisean and her hairstylist surfaced on X. In it, Chrisean is allegedly heard saying, "I just need that clip of me crying with Junior. I know it's gonna hit on TikTok. People love when I'm a mess. That's when I get the most love." Even fans who once rode hard for Chrisean were starting to turn. Some comments read, "I defended her too long. This ain't it. You cried for likes. That baby deserves peace. She don't need a reality show. She needs rehab and parenting classes." But Moniece wasn't done. She went live again. This time she had backup, introducing Tiara M., the very same staffer from the earlier text screenshots. And guess what? She confirmed it all. She said on camera, "I worked on Chrisean's promo shoot in May. I saw her rehearse crying. I saw her ask to refilm breakdowns. Saw her remove Junior from scenes where she looked too stressed out. It was all about the edit. She wanted sympathy, not truth." The comment section went nuclear. One viewer wrote, "This is calculated manipulation. It's not motherhood." Another said, "I believed in her redemption arc. I just feel sick." And then, just when everyone thought the worst had already happened, Blueface's sister, Kali, hopped on live with her own hot take. She was never ready to be a mom, and she said that to me directly, multiple times. Chrisean told me she wished she never got pregnant and only kept him because it'd help her image. Y'all, this was no longer a celebrity spat. This was an all-out war on Chrisean's image as a mother. Every person who had once stayed silent was now coming out the woodwork with stories, screenshots, and side eyes. The baby she once said would heal her life, now being discussed like a prop on national timelines. And amidst all this, one critical question remained. Where is Junior right now? Who has custody? Is he safe? Moniece didn't answer that. Tiara didn't either. And Chrisean, she went radio. Silent. Until she posted one cryptic post. Y'all think y'all know everything, but you don't know pain until you birth it. That caption alone started a war in the comments. But what came next? You won't believe who just entered the conversation. The internet was officially on emotional fire, within hours of Moniece and Tiara's live expos. It wasn't just fans talking, it was blogs, platforms, and even politicians. Yes, politicians. The Shade Room posted Moniece claims Chrisean used JR as a sympathy prop. Tiara confirms the crying scenes were staged. Hugh, not the baby being part of a production schedule. Hollywood Unlocked dropped a new headline. Moniece drags Chrisean alleges manipulation and CPS-worthy neglect. Bossip went with used, filmed, forgotten. New allegations against Chrisean Rock have the internet shaken. Then Zeus Network began trending for all the wrong reasons. People started calling out CEO Lemuel Plummer directly, saying things like, how you let this woman use her child for clout and didn't step in? Where is the accountability from the platform that profits off her pain? But it didn't stop there. Twitter turned into a war zone. Here's a snapshot of what was flying through the timeline. Sympathy's not motherhood. Moniece didn't lie, Chrisean was reckless from day one. This is why CPS needs to act. At Crybaby Marketing 101, if these audio clips are real, she should lose custody today. Babies are not marketing tools. Protect the babies, please. Imagine growing up and realizing your mom faked breakdowns for engagement. I can't breathe. Meanwhile, TikTok was doing what it does best, stitching Moniece's live, editing Tiara's quotes over dramatic music, and even pulling up old Zeus footage that suddenly hit different. One clip, now viral, showed Chrisean looking into the camera while holding Junior, whispering, I know y'all gonna cry when this drops. People used this against her. They remixed it into edits with captions like, this didn't age well. Pain as a product. Performance of motherhood, but what truly shook the industry. BET, VH1, and TMZ started reporting on it. Bet's post as Chrisean Rock faces new backlash over parenting allegations. A deeper conversation begins. Are networks complicit in exploiting young mothers for ratings? VH1's trending topic. Why is Chrisean Rock's motherhood treated like a storyline? Where is the real support? TMZ broke news. Sources confirm CPS has reopened an inquiry into Chrisean Rock's home environment following explosive claims made by Moniece and ex-staff. Yes, you heard that right. A new investigation, reportedly. An anonymous former Zeus camera operator submitted a formal complaint to Child Protective Services, attaching footage and emails detailing incidents of alleged tail. I like T, like, look at this. And we all like, look at this. And we all know I've been exploring that. And we explore stay place, unquote. Anonymous former Zeus camera operator submitted a leave to reboot a lead dot walk appointing. I like C Donlai / C dot Quaid, live want, while C dot want, K tree wall IFC wall, neglect and manipulation. The email leak read, this isn't a woman failing. It's a production turning trauma into TV while a child's life hangs in the balance. Public sentiment wasn't just anti-Chrisean, it was calling for accountability from Zeus, from her manager, and from every influencer who co-signed her. And guess who fans demanded a statement from? Blueface. Even though he's been locked in drama of his own, people flooded his comments like, you see what she's doing with your son? This is what you left your baby in. The hands of you got time to diss music, but not to check on your child. And then came the dagger. Carlissa Saffold Blueface's mom posted a video captioned, "I told y'all, I've been said she was unfit." Now maybe y'all will listen. In the video, Carlissa says, "That girl used y'all's sympathy to play victim. I knew she wasn't ready. For no baby. She cried for likes, not for love. And if CPS don't step in, we will." Hugh. But just as the flames were roaring, another celeb quietly dropped her take. Mazai K. Kalisha commented under a blog post, "We warned you, but y'all love chaos more than truth." Then she added something chilling. "Y'all ain't ready for what's about to leak next." Wait, what's next? What could be more damaging than staging tears with your baby? Fawn speculated. Masika was teasing a possible lawsuit. Others think Moniece and Tiara weren't the only insiders ready to talk. Either way, the industry is watching, so are the authorities, and now, even Chrisean's fans are split. On Instagram, under her latest cryptic post, you'll find, "I defended you too hard, girl. Please disappear and heal. JR deserves better. If this is true, I can't support you anymore." But then, a verified comment dropped that froze the room. From an account tagged at Zeus_producer_OG, "Y'all think Moniece leaked it all? LOL, we just getting started. Wait, what else is coming? Who's leaking from inside the show?" It's just turned from messy to dangerous. Just when it felt like the entire world had turned against Chrisean Rock. A new leak hit the internet. It broke every last defense she had left. Because someone, somewhere, dropped an uncut behind-the-scenes clip from Zeus Studios. And what was caught on camera? Chrisean rehearsing an emotional scene with her baby in her arms. Yes, rehearsing. The video shows Chrisean pacing with Junior, whispering to the camera crew, "Y'all want me to cry first, then say the prayer? Or should I hold him tighter and break down when I mention my mom?" Pause. Replay. That's exactly what the footage caught. Her voice was calm, collected, not a hint of real emotion. She glanced off camera, then mumbled, "Let me practice it first. I gotta make y'all believe it." The baby, silent, confused, looking around and in the background. A voice allegedly from the producer says, "Yeah, just like that, mama. Bring the tears in this scene. We need people to feel you." What? The moment the clip hit Twitter, people lost it. Fans who were clinging to hope that this was all exaggerated. They vanished. Some cried betrayal. Others demanded jail time. And now even celebrities who once supported Chrisean, they're backtracking, distancing, or outright dragging her. One popular influencer said, "This isn't postpartum. This is performance art. That baby deserves more than a script." Another tweeted, "She cried on cue. That's not trauma. That's a take." But that wasn't even the final blow. Because guess who just filed a complaint? The real father of Chrisean's son, or so he claims. In a breaking post by @UrbanAlertNews, the alleged man whose name has not yet been confirmed publicly filed an emergency paternity motion, claiming, "I believe I may be the biological father of Chrisean's child. I was with her during the time of conception, and I have reason to believe she misled me and others about paternity." Wait, WHAT. Blueface might not be JR's real father. This is truth. This isn't just a mess. It's a scandal of legendary levels. Now let's think about this. Chrisean stages emotional scenes, uses her baby for clout, might have lied about who the father really is.